ang tanong ko sa iyo, ginawa mo ba to on your own volition or somebody ordered you to do this? Kasi alam mo, kanina ka pa namin tinatanong ni DS Marcoleta, no? Talagang sa iyo pumopokus na ikaw lang ang gumawa ng kasalanan. Kitang-kita namin dito sa lahat na ikaw talaga ang gumawa at ikaw ang nag-offer sa board. Now, ikaw ba talaga ang gumawa o may nag-utos sa iyo na gawin ito?
Attorney Pukulan, let me just remind you that you are under oath. At lahat po na sinasabi niyo dito, we will use in a committee report. So, pwede ho kung magsasalita na kayo dito.
This is your chance,
Another
Attorney
thing, Mr.
Polyan.
Chairman.
This is your chance.
Another thing, just a warning, attorney. This might be a ground for your disbarment for rendering an opinion that a decision of Court of Appeals can be modified by an administrative body.
Sige, Attorney Polyan, maaari mo ba sagutin ang katanungan?
Again, sir, I stand by that opinion. No?
May nag-utos ba sa iyo o wala? Yun lang ang sasagutin mo. May nag-utos ba sa iyo o wala? Yes or no?
The board, sir...
May nag-utos ba sa iyo o wala? Yes or no lang?
Wala naman po, sir.
So wala nag-utos.
Opo.
So lahat ng responsibilidad ay inaako mo.
I stand by, sir, by that opinion because that was also affirmed by the OGCC. Then, although I warned the board that there will be a possible
Remember, Attorney Polyan, you are under oath.
Just one
You are
final
under oath.
question.
Attorney Barsaga. Congressman Barsaga, I'm sorry.
Right now, do you think that you can change or modify the decision of the Court of Appeals, which is already final and executory?
Attorney
Based,
Pukulan.
sir, on the exception, sir,
What exceptions?
there's an exception on the substantive,
No,
to
pag
observe the
sinabi nating
substantive
exceptions,
justice.
ang mag-change will be the court which render the decision, but not another agency. Yung ba sinasabi mong exceptions, PhilHealth ang magde-determine kung pwedeng palitan o hindi?
Sir, because under RA 7875,
Hindi nga, tinatanong ko na lamang, yung sinasabi mong exceptions na pwedeng palitan o i-modify ang decision ng Court of Appeals. Ang magmo-modify ba o magpapalit ay ang board ng PhilHealth o opisyalis ng PhilHealth.
yes, sir,
Is that
because the quasi-judicial power is vested in the
Hindi nga,
PhilHealth
pag
board.
sinabi natin judicial powers, does PhilHealth have judicial powers?
Quasi-judicial power, sir.
Oh, ang judicial power, ako
penalize,
tatanungin mo, very clear sa Constitution. Judicial power shall be vested in the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Executive, sa Executive Department, legislation sa amin. Kaya ang tinatanong ko sa iyo, as a lawyer, right now, sinasabi mo ba sa amin, kayong mga congressman, dapat nyong malaman na ang decision ng Korte Suprema, ang decision ng Court of Appeals, kahit na final and executory, pwede naming palitan sa PhilHealth. Is that what you are saying right now?
Since the PhilHealth board, sir, has the quasi-judicial authority to
Oo
penalize.
nga, balik na naman tayo sa quiz judicial.
Anyway, Honorable Barsaga.
Nagluloko
Mr.
na lang
Chairman.
tayo rito. I'm sorry.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay, Honorable
Ayaw mo
Fernandez.
kasi be cited in contempt.
I second the motion, Mr. Chairman. I was about to say that. Mr. Chairman,
Session suspended. Hearing resumed. Honorable Barsaga.
Yes, I would like to make this motion. I most respectfully move, Mr. Chairman, that we cite Attorney Jonathan Bucalian for contempt for misleading the lawyers as well as the public that an administrative agency like the PhilHealth can change or modify the decision of the Court of Appeals, which is already final and executory. And that would actually constitute a disrespectful conduct or behavior in our proceedings. And that I base on my knowledge as a lawyer. And I think most lawyers, if not all, would agree with me that there must be finality insofar as judicial decisions are concerned.
There is
Because
a
this is a
motion.
very dangerous precedent. Even if there is already a decision coming from the Supreme Court based on this precedent, they can modify and change the decision of the Supreme Court, all the final and executory.
I second
There
the
is
motion.
a
Okay.
motion duly seconded.
Second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Are there any objections from Zoom? Are there any objections? There being none, motion is carried. My next question, in a declaration of contempt, sa ating pong pagdeklara ng contempt, ano pong parusa ang ipapataw, Honorable Barsaga?
Well, I move that he be detained before the House up to Monday.
Okay, meron pong motion hanggang Lunes. But let me just read the particular section as provided by the COMSEC. Section 11, contempt. Rules of procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation. The committee may punish any person for contempt by a vote of 2/3 of the members present, there being a quorum. The following shall be grounds for citing any person in contempt: refusal without legal excuse to obey summons, refusal to be sworn or placed under affirmation, refusal to answer any relevant inquiry, refusal to produce any books, papers, documents, or records that are relevant to the inquiry and are in the possession of the concerned person, acting in a disrespectful manner towards any member of the committee or any misbehavior in the presence of the committee or undue interference in the conduct of proceedings. Contempt of the committee shall be deemed contempt of the House. The person cited in this section may, upon order of the committee, be detained in such a place as the chairperson or acting chairperson may designate. Section 12, penalty. By a vote of 2/3 of the members present, there being a quorum, those cited under Section 11, paragraphs E and F, shall be detained for a period not exceeding 10 days in a place designated by the chairperson or acting chairperson under the custody of the sergeant at arms. Ang motion ni Honorable Barsaga, there's a motion for contempt. The motion is to declaring contempt and to detain him for 3 days. Are there any objections from plenary, from Zoom? There being none, the motion and the penalty is hereby carried. Attorney Pucalan, you are declaring contempt. Dito ka po sa Kongreso hanggang Lunes. I will ask the Sergeant at Arms to designate an area given that we are in a COVID pandemic. So with that, I will suspend session so that the Sergeant at Arms can accompany Attorney Pucalan to the designated area. Session suspended.
Sergeant at Arms, let's make sure that the place where he will be detained is a comfortable and convenient place, Mr. Chairman.
Meron yan. For sure.